You are now listening to Barco Boys.
Y'all funky ass up. Y'all know the routine.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm back with nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about three steps folding. I just need gotta come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you. I am the have-nots mascot.
Good morning. Some regular guys and gal having some real conversation. Yo, funky ass up. You know the routine. It's Monday. We back.
Yo.
Start of the week. What's good?
Top of the morning.
What's good with y'all, man?
Good morning.
How was y'all
Life
weekend,
is
man?
good.
How was y'all weekend, man? How was y'all weekend, man?
I survived.
Hey, man, we here. We definitely here, ain't we?
It wasn't a bad weekend.
I mean, it definitely wasn't a bad weekend, man. What's up, Natalie, Uncle Tony? What's good with y'all? Listen, man, it wasn't a bad weekend, man. I'm gonna say, man, I'm actually excited, right?
Oh,
We had our first little game and shit. I was a little tight, right? I was a little tight on the sideline, but we did good overall. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure it out. We actually got some talent out there, so we're gonna figure it out, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. Looking forward to practice today. Hey, you know what I mean? So they better have their funky asses ready. I ain't playing today. We took our first L. It's all good though. It's all good, man. I got
It
to
was
see what I needed to see, man.
it was a good first test run to kind of see where the guys and girls was at, and I thought they did well. I wasn't mad at the performance. I think that hour of practice ain't doing us no justice.
Yeah, we ain't getting enough.
We got to figure it out. Yeah.
Enough time, but it's all good, man. Like I said, man, it was still fun, man. I like to see the kids active, man. I like when I think about it now, like I'm laughing because how they was out there all over the place. But once they get it together, they'll be all right, man. They'll be all right. What's up, Keith? What's good with your family? Keith said, "What's up? Good morning, family to the family."
good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, so other than that, man, we can be good, man. Just grinding and shit, man. For the most part. Aaron, what's good with you? Yeah, just grinding for the most part, man. And getting ready, man. Getting ready for this championship, man. Getting ready for this championship. Looking forward to practice. We're gonna see how this thing go. Hey man, while we speak about sports, man, let's give a shout out to Leah Boston. Let's get ahead. She the highest paid now. The women making tracks right now.
Really? What?
They're making tracks and they making headlines. And I know a lot of people like, nah, Asha Wilson's supposed to be. I mean, Asha Wilson, both of them. I love all of them. I love all of them. I'm just happy to see them getting the bread.
And 6.3 is the highest paid.
Yeah, that's the highest pay. But you got to understand, next year is going to be different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Every year it's going to keep going up, just like the guys. Like, if you didn't notice during the playoffs, since we've been watching the playoffs, every other commercial, a WNBA commercial. The women getting the bag, man. We got to get the women their props, man. Shout out to them. They getting their bags. A lot of them are becoming millionaires, and they deserve it, man.
They work hard too. You know, they work hard.
Yeah, they definitely work hard. They work extremely hard. Because they've been trying to get recognized like they need to be recognized, so they working extremely hard.
Well, I look at it like this: all athletes work hard. You think about how long they've been working to get to that certain point. So yeah, absolutely, they deserve a real bag. They worked extremely hard all over the years to get to that one point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm glad to see it for one. I think, at least this attention and getting, a little bit more money is definitely bringing more eyes to the WNBA women's sports overall. I'm proud of them all, especially our Olympic teams.
But look at the character that she brings. First, she is
Right.
worth less to help the rest of the team get paid.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's character, man. We all deserve this, man. We all worked hard for this. And we starting to get our recognition. You know, so shout out to her, man. It's a bunch of them getting paid now. So I like to see that. And, you know, I can't wait to see, you know, the game
Yeah,
keep
that's good.
progressing and see what it bring next season. Yeah, so we'll see, man. Yeah, max contract, you know what I mean, Keith. But hey man, hey Keith, man, it's sad that you say that, man, because I wasn't even gonna get on sports like that. I just wanted to shout out to Leah Boston for the birth part. But being that you said that, man, hey man, Detroit is on upset alert, bro. Detroit is on upset alert. I did not like what I seen yesterday, and keep it real, they couldn't stop Ben Cairo, man. They couldn't stop him yesterday, and Orlando might sneak up out of there, man.
Oh, you threw a Duke guy out there like that? Okay, my bad.
Come on, man, this Duke shit, man. Listen, but seriously, man, look good, man. I cannot lie to you, man. Keith said he don't think they got enough offense. I just think they couldn't. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get on them. Uh, hey Jason, man, I'm getting on them kids, man. But yeah, man, I want to see. I had Detroit possibly going all the way, but it don't look like it's gonna happen, man. It don't look like it's gonna happen, man. Not in the East, man. There's too much power in the East right now. I like Cleveland. I like how New York looked. So we're gonna see how it go, man. Hey, Lorraine Davidson. Hey, man. Hey, congratulations to Aaliyah. She really deserves it. She's so underrated, even though yeah, and she is nice. This ain't no like she is nice. She nice. Her and Caitlyn out there, the dynamic duo, Batman and Robin. I want to see it, man. So yeah, I can't wait. They get into that bag, man. We gotta get into some serious news. What's good, V? V Magic. Shout out to V Magic, man. Appreciate y'all all tuning in,
DJ V
man.
Magic, what up, my boy?
Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We're gonna have to get into some serious news, man, because there's some stuff going on out here.
No, I
That
Hell
like
I,
the
going on
good
out here.
news. I like the good news.
listen, man. It's just I know I didn't say good news. I said some real news.
I know. I
More
like the
depressing
good
news.
news. I like to
Yeah,
see
cause
the positive stuff because the rest of this stuff going on, man. I'm so
It's depressing.
sick of
It's
hearing it. Oh
depressing.
my gosh.
I
I
know
got to
we
get back off of social media. I used to not be on social media as much, but I'm so drained. It's crazy. And the summer ain't even started yet, y'all.
Hell no.
Caitlin Clark probably gonna be the highest paid, man. I know y'all seen what happened here, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This was horrible. This was horrible, man. I think I'm not gonna say he had mental health because I don't know what the situation was. But I
PTSD.
would hope that because he was, they said he was in the service once before. I ain't gonna say
Yeah, said he was a
PTSD
veteran.
either, but we got to do more helping out people with mental disabilities and mental illness, and even the guys with PTSD. And then like how many people in the community got PTSD though, and don't even know it, or ain't getting diagnosed with it and stuff like that. Like
Just
I
about
just thought,
everybody.
like seriously.
What
I
have
was
we
about
been
to say,
through?
yeah, us included. So what did that? Yeah, I don't.
We got
What does that
generational
mean?
trauma
For real?
passed down. We got new trauma being incurred. Just the state of walking down the street every day and not knowing
Absolutely.
if you're gonna get shot or accosted by the police or somebody gonna jump out. It's just trauma. We live in a state of trauma, state of fear, state of survival. It's
But
draining.
this picture here was just on Easter, man.
Mm, mm, mm.
This
Hey, E,
picture
you think
was.
this is more mental health than PTSD, correct?
It could be a combination of both. It could be it could be a combination of both. What makes you wake up 3, 4 in the morning and say, you know what? I'm tired of these kids or whatever you went through. Like, what did the kids have to do with anything? You know
Oh
who
no!
didn't?
Oh no! He shot everybody. He even shot the ex-wife. He shot the friend. He shot
She
multiple people that
she
didn't die. It was
she
other people
lived
that didn't
though.
die.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
that's why I said
lived.
there's other people that didn't
And then
die.
one of the kids survived too, a
Jumped off the roof
13-year-old.
though. The kid had to jump
One
off
of
the
the kids
roof.
jumped off the roof, like the 13-year-old boy or something like that. Said he broke multiple bones.
Yo, it just seemed like I don't know. It just seemed like I don't know what type of cloud this is or what's going
Oh,
on in
it's
the
dark.
world. But there's some crazy shit going on in the world, and it's like, yo, man, I tell you what, man, let's just Elkins' father, 7, as a suspect in Shreveport mass shooting that left 8 children dead. In addition to the 8 children that were slain, 2 women reportedly had been shot in the head, one being in critical. If you recall, Elkins was fatally shot by police after carjacking someone following the incident. And that makes me think, with the carjacking, like, how bad was your mental? Was your mental really that bad? Because you ran out and tried to carjack somebody to try to get away.
I mean, he still could be in a mental state and make certain logical decisions. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't necessarily mean one is true without the other.
And see, Jason said that he made some questionable posts the week prior, and this is what I'm saying. Like, if y'all monitoring all the polls, what are y'all really monitoring? Like, what? Like, y'all monitoring the polls, y'all doing all this stuff. You know they taking away the DMs. DMs ain't no longer encrypted. That's happening. May 16th, May something, May 6th or May 16th, something like that, where DMing somebody ain't encrypted no more, where, you know, police can see your DMs and all that. It's all basically because of the police won't be able to look into people stuff. So your messages ain't gonna be being private no more. It ain't no such thing as private messaging no more.
Do you think it should be private messages?
There's never been private messages. That's if you believe that.
I don't believe it though, because you're right. I feel like they could go in your drink at any point.
Exactly.
So basically what I'm saying, because I don't believe it either. Basically what I'm saying is they letting us know now, yeah, we paying attention to all your messages. So whatever you do, whatever, if it's some trouble you're in, know that we caught you already. Like, they
I don't. I mean,
I knew from the beginning messages weren't private, because you remember back when we first started with the cell phones, you could actually get a printout from the cell phone company of every text message that was sent from every phone on your account.
Yep.
Hey, Bees, that's why you never get you don't supposed to get too personal on these social media outlets because of those reasons. You don't do too much. You know what I mean?
People don't understand how they get caught by planning these hits on people, how they get caught in these drug busts, how they get, you know what I'm saying? It's the phone.
Yeah, I learned it a long time ago, E, when we was out here in the streets and we was doing what we was doing. I realized they was picking up gang members off the internet for certain shit on the internet, and from there, it changed everything. I'm like, man, you can't be on the internet just doing anything. You can't.
Yo, I say this though too. Why you think they got rid of the chirp so fast? Why you think they got rid of the chirp phone so fast?
And the beeper.
Hey, we caught charges off the church, didn't we?
Come on, man.
we made Skeleton made the paper off the church, bro.
Yo, niggas would be saying some crazy shit off the church. Your phone sitting in police hand. You like, yo, what the hell going on here, man?
You got to use the codes. Y'all ain't know the codes. You got to use the codes.
Bees, we was 15, 16 years old, B.
Get that beep. Get that beep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't come.
Yeah. Let's see what let's see what they said about this guy, man, because I was actually heard about this, man, and like it's like, damn, yo,
Yeah, that shit sad as hell.
like 8 kids. Like, what do you think about, bro?
From ages 3 to 11.
They keep on throwing out there that he served. I guess they want you to, get into the mindset of PTSD. But like he just said, everybody got PTSD. That's what I mean. That's kind of normal at this point. I'm saying mental health. I think we getting that shit misconstrued with PTSD and mental health. I think that's two different things to me personally. I don't know. I think that shit two different things.
It's not two different things. When we talking about mental health, that includes everything. That includes all the diseases and the ailments that affect our brain.
Okay, I guess I'm saying that wrong. You're right. Yeah. I'm more so saying a mental disability,
right,
or whatever the case may be. I think that whatever it is, it's something that took over his brain and he crashed out. It had to be. That's all I could think of.
I think mental health can be a factor, but coupled with what you're going through with mental health, because everybody, you know what I'm saying, you got some form of mental health, I think, in just about everybody, some form of mental health issue or concern. But for someone suffering, part of that equation also involves recognizing and getting assistance where you're lacking, right? If you're having those dark thoughts, if you're having, abnormal type behavior, getting assistance for that is part of, taking care of yourself and part of being a responsible adult or person. So without doing that, we're leaving it to chance that those things take a hold of you and will cause you to act in a way that's outside of what you would normally behave as. So,
I don't know. My thing is this, right? Why is I know they take certain steps, but why? I don't think our government is doing enough for people with mental health, right?
Well, what can you do, E? You can't force somebody right now to take the medication or go to the doctor.
We know, right?
We know that because we're in this situation, right?
Mm-hmm. So when that happens, what do you do?
I hear what you're saying, though. So you sitting around letting people get worse, right? So you letting people get.
Then we will have a problem if they snatch you up off the street.
Listen, but that's what they telling us out. That's what they telling us is our only alternative.
But then we'll have
to get our brothers snatched off the street so they could get them help. And if that's our only, yeah, we got a problem with that. If that's because that don't work. We seen police interact with people with mental health, and people with mental health get killed.
They kill them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Of course, I have a problem with that. Like, I don't think we're working on enough solutions to help these people to get them to where they do have to take the medicine or they will take the medicine. Like, I just think they're like, all right, whatever. If you could get them to take the medicine, then if not, you're going to have to get them to do something and we'll take them into custody and basically force feed them. Like, I just don't think they're doing enough.
One of those things, you can't force somebody to do what's right for them, right?
I agree with that, right?
Even in the smaller sense, right? Even on a smaller scale, most of our Black men will not seek therapy knowing you need some type of therapy, right? It's like a foreign thing to you. I'm not doing that. It makes you feel inferior. You know what I'm saying? Even though you may need tools to help cope with things you go through every day. Going to therapy doesn't mean something is wrong with you. Going to therapy just means you need to evaluate, learn how to self-evaluate.
In the state my brother in, right? In the state my brother in, therapy is not happening.
Yeah, he only can take medicine at this point.
Well, I was just saying that in a smaller sense. Just like you guys. Like if I was to come up and say, you guys even get therapy, right?
Yeah.
The things you guys have experienced. That stuff needs attention. You need to deal with that in a constructive manner, and therapy is a way to do that. But even saying that, it sounds foreign to you, right? It's like one of those things that I'm not going to therapy.
Not really, because I realized that we've been through some shit out here, right?
The older we get, we understand. I believe
it's a war zone in the street that we don't recognize.
But
right? We say people don't need to be living like this.
No, I'm not doing therapy.
We say stuff like people shouldn't be living like this, and
yeah.
But it's a war zone out there, right? It's either you the hunter or you're getting hunted. Like it's just a war zone out there, right? So my biggest problem is that when you got a person with mental health, right? And if you look around the country, 85% of the people that's homeless got some type of mental illness. From the vets to the people that's wandering out there. That's why my brother out there. Majority of the people that he around when you go out there, they got mental health issues. And you like, yo, like y'all not gonna do nothing about this. Y'all just gonna leave them in the street and just say, yeah, y'all be homeless and then say they causing a problem or causing a ruckus when they don't have no control of what's going on within them. And I know for sure my brother don't got no control of what's going on within him because you could talk to him about something and he talking to the clouds.
So then where do we take the responsibility and put it on an entity like the government to step in? Because if you're not going to do it for yourself and your family's not going to do it, then the government has to snatch you up. And how we feel about that?
I think the government, that's something the government needs to do, especially if you're going to do the right thing. Like if you ain't doing the right thing, then don't leave it how it is. But if you're doing the right thing, I don't have a problem with the government stepping in. Somebody got to step in.
like for instance, Bees, the situation that happened in Charlotte. If that guy was off the street, do you think the lady gets stabbed up on a train like that?
No.
Because he was severely gone mentally. Right. He had a real severe case of whatever it was that he was already on the train talking to himself, kind of going through whatever he's going through, had a weapon, and just killed the innocent person.
Oh, and his case not regular. His case is not regular. He's not going to be charged. He's going to be charged with a person with a mental disability. That's what he's being charged with. Who's to blame in
that situation? You get what I'm saying? Like, who do you blame? Do you blame somebody in that situation?
Because it's hard to blame anybody because it seems like they don't know what to do either.
Right.
Right. And my thing is we need to come to some
ill. It takes
yeah, you're right. Because some people you can't tell sometimes.
We need to come to some type of solution, right? And we also have to train the police to be able to deal with people with mental health issues. Because the first thing they think about, they scared. First of all, I learned this a long time ago that when police are in uniform, 9 times out of 10, they're not from the community that we from. So they're coming into these communities that they feel like is dangerous communities, and they are scared. So when you're dealing with a person that may be hostile or belligerent or whatever's maybe going on, their first instinct is to neutralize the situation the best they can. And this is why a lot of us are getting killed because they are scared to death coming into these neighborhoods, but it's not like that.
It is like that. I sympathize wholeheartedly.
But it's not like that in them communities.
But I understand the fear of going into a certain neighborhood. Like,
yeah, you know the thing about the hood. The hood the same as anywhere else.
I be rolling up windows and locking doors.
So I'm gonna tell you about the hood. The hood is just like the hood is just like anywhere else, man. You come in respect, more than likely you're gonna get respect, man. Niggas ain't just picking with you just to be picking with nobody.
The other day, and I'm paranoid. I had my knife in my lap and everything. I don't like
it. It depends on where you at, because it get goofy in some places. You know what I'm saying? You could be sitting there like, oh man, you know you in a tough neighborhood when you see certain stuff. But I just want to say
you may see certain stuff, but when it's directed at you, if you ain't did nothing to nobody, ain't nobody just particularly messing with you. And if somebody do mess with you, 9 times out of 10 is gonna be somebody in that same hood that's like, man, chill your motherfucking ass down, man.
And in this situation right here, it just seems like if had we had a case of where we knew something was wrong with this guy and we didn't address it and this happened, it got to be somebody you could blame in this situation. Like, where's though if he left the arm and they had a situation where I guess they could backtrack and see if he had some mental health logs and this, that, whatever the case may be. It gotta be somebody you could blame in situations like this. Because, come on, bro, look at the situation we in. So we knew that he already had a big case of something where he may have talked about harming people or harming himself. It gotta be a situation where it's somebody you could blame in the situation.
I don't know if blame is the right word.
Oh yeah, I might be saying the wrong word, but you know what I mean.
I get what you're saying. I agree, because it is definitely lacking on our government's behalf, especially when it comes to our service women, men and women that come out of the military, whether they actually go to war or not. Just that act of being in that environment, you know, you're stressed out 99.9% of the time. You know, you have to, you know, be on edge. You got to have a certain level of, you know, care, you know what I'm saying, just caution all the time. So I think that in itself causes some level of mental distress, and some people cannot handle that. I think that the government definitely needs to step in some instances, in some capacity.
How about the government do this? Because I'm tired of this goddamn government. I'm tired of this goddamn government. I also think
that we need to start at the family level as well, right? Because we're the ones that see our people more. We know that.
Hold up, time out.
You're saying something a little off now.
Time out. Time out.
The wife who was shot should be able to tell you a lot. That's one thing.
I'm sure, yeah.
Time out.
Even the kids, the family would start talking, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Time out. Time out. I'm blaming the government. I don't know why I'm really blaming the government, but I'm blaming the government, right? Y'all spraying metals in the goddamn air. Y'all doing all this shit to our food. Y'all doing all this crazy shit out here. So when the shit is happening, they already trying to depopulate the nation, right? You got all these robots coming. Why you think they really want to depopulate? They need to make room for all these millions of robots they're about to have on them. Like this shit, we don't know where the mental health shit comes from, right? We don't know where it stemmed from. My brother wasn't always like that. He ended up like that, right? He wasn't always like that. He ended up like that just one day. And I ain't gonna say one day. It might have been an accumulation of days, but it happened to where he slipped. But we don't know where that shit coming from.
Right. Let's be clear too, E. Let's be clear, because I don't put nothing past my brother taking a drug. I don't put nothing past none of that shit. There's so many psychedelics out there. People taking shrooms and weird drugs and tripping out. We seen it, E. We seen jokers smoke dust and just lose their brain, man.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? So we know, you know what I mean?
He's one of my old best friends like that. I had no idea that she had taken some drugs and now it's just completely gone, and it's so sad.
We seen it too many times, E.
I agree, yo.
But at the same time, I think the responsibility does lie on us, you know, as the country, you know, we the people, you know, not just the government, but also the families, you know, the communities, helping people out, identifying where there's lack and trying to make sure that we bring attention to it.
You know why I say the government? Right, because sometimes the government, like, this ain't the first time we had a homeless problem, a mental health problem. Like, this shit has been going on and on. You have them take funding, give funding back, take funding, give funding back. Like, you need to have a set focus on people with the mental health and get that shit situated and get that shit right. Get an understanding of it. You can't, like, it's like they're not taking it serious. Like, right, if you were taking it serious, you would have more people helped already.
Yeah.
You would have half of the streets clean because people are getting it together and their mental is right. I see Joe Rogan just he just came out with something, him and Trump. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let y'all hear it, man. And I'm gonna go back to the video with the news and what they said about old boy, but I want y'all to hear this real quick.
I want to tell everybody how this happened. I sent President Trump some information. We have a gigantic opiate problem in this country, obviously. In 2024, more than 80,000 people died of overdoses. It's a horrible number. And there's more than 5 million people that are addicted to opiates right now in this country. With one dose of Ibogaine, more than 80% of people are free of that addiction. With 2 doses, it's more than 90%. I sent him that information. the text message came back, sounds great. Do you want FDA approval? Let's do it. It was literally that quick. These drugs are illegal not because they're harmful. They're illegal because of the 1970 Controlled Substances Act that was passed by the Richard Nixon administration. They did it to target the civil rights movement and the anti-war movement. It's not because these drugs harm people. And for 56 years, we've lived under those terrible conditions. We're free of that now. We're free of that now. Thanks to all these people that we see next to me, and thanks to President Trump.
I want to tell you know what drugs he talking about? Psychedelics, the same drugs we talk about right now, that we think is harming people and people losing their mind over. He talking about the same drugs. Psychedelics, he's talking about all the shrooms, MDMA, ketamine. Yeah, he's talking about the same drugs. I don't know what's going on with this government and what they got going on, but he could get FDA approval without them searching and checking to see what they even talk about. You want FDA approval? I feel like, and I'm going to keep it real, yo, with everybody on here, man, I feel like America is under attack. And the citizens of America are under attack. And we've been under attack for a long time. We just ain't recognize it. If they target in the food, they target in the air, they target in the water, who under attack? What I mean, like, let's be serious here. I feel like the American people under attack and we not saying enough or doing enough. For every food we eat, right? And I just found this out, and I'm mad I just found this out. It's a symbol on it that tell you if your food is kosher or if it's all the kosher food is good food to eat. It's good food to eat. They're not putting harmful stuff in the food, all that other shit. But it'll be the same thing. You'll have an Oreo that's kosher and you'll have an Oreo that's just a regular Oreo that got all this bullshit in it. This is the truth, L. Benton. You can look it up. I actually got some proof on all this shit.
I got you. Trust
this ain't no bullshit, I'm telling y'all.
But you got to look deeper than that. I get we got to believe in something, right?
I mean, regardless of how deep we got to look.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Even with organic, with kosher, it only takes one specific qualification in that category for that item to now be categorized as organic or kosher. It doesn't necessarily mean it's completely organic. It doesn't necessarily mean it's completely kosher.
It does mean it's completely kosher.
It does not.
The Jewish community, they got a thing that you look deeper into it. The Jewish community I just did a whole research over this shit over the weekend once I heard it.
I got you.
The Jewish community has somebody that checks the food other than the people who check our food to make sure that their food is right. Right? A lot of our food is banned in other countries. I don't know if y'all know that. The UK, a lot of shit is banned, from cereals to all types of food is banned, right? But they still sell it here in America, right? We now know, like, and I'm not trying to shit on America. I'm just telling the truth. Like, we are under attack and we want to be just these great American citizens and believe in these motherfuckers. We are under attack, yo. They telling you every day they trying to depopulate the human race off the face of the earth, and we still believe these people. Right? I don't even know what to eat. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to eat, what I'm going to eat now for me to be like, the damage probably already done to all of us. This is why we dying at 40. and 39, and we don't realize why the hell we dying. I was saying this shit before, yo. Why everybody seem like everybody dying young as hell now? Our country, we're under attack, yo. They only see us as a money grab for real. But yeah, man, listen, man. Listen. We need to just really, I ain't gonna say even, I mean, people can research it for themselves, all this shit. Like, what they say, the mask has been pulled off. The mask has been pulled off our government. You could believe it, or you could continue to stay like poison for real, because that's what they doing. They poisoning us, and like I don't understand what's going on, yo. And the more we learn and hear, like, what are we? We don't believe this shit. We think we think this stuff is fake. I don't know. I don't believe it's fake though. I don't believe none of this shit fake. I believe it's all real. And all the conspiracies that people used to say, oh yeah, that's a conspiracy, this, that, and the third, and you know, all true. All the conspiracies, all true. Who killed Kennedy? Katrina. Who, like, all true. Like, yo, what the hell is going on? I don't even like talk about this government for real because I get kind of angry, yo, like that a lot of us didn't know this beforehand or know the games they play, because politics is only a game. That's how I look at it, me personally. But the game they play is for the wealthy. It ain't got nothing to do with us, man.
I don't know if it's just that people aren't waking up or they don't care. I think, like we've said a few times, even you said it, is what do you do? You know, I think we're kind of lost, and a lot of people are still trying to believe that, you know, are still trying to hold to that idea that no, it can't be possible that they would even do that to us. So I choose to believe that they won't, because it's
FDA, FDA, CDC, World Health Organization, all of this shit. I've been like, I don't know how you just shut everything down, or you got to do it in increments, like a little at a time. But all this shit
has always been a facade. That's just
like, yo,
they've been BS forever.
And it's like, yo, how do we get in a situation though where we know, you see the videos going up for people all over the country, the chemtrails right there, and they telling you, yo, it's chemtrails, and they putting iron in the air and all this like shit that's harmful, all this metals and shit in your body. You don't even know you inhaling this shit. Shit that could cause cancers and fuck your brain up. Excuse my language. And still you get a president to get up on and all of them. I'm thinking about all of them now. All the time they done been up on the podiums and talking this talk and walking this walk. The whole time y'all know motherfuckers out here being sacrificed. I don't got respect for none of them. From Obama, none of them. I'm talking about all the way through. I don't have no respect for none of them, yo. None of them, yo. The whole system has been set up and has been set up like a game, not a Monopoly game. I don't even know how you could, what type of game this is. But we are the money, regardless of what they do. We are the money. And I mean the American people. I'm not just talking about black people. It started with us. But we they bread. They don't care if you live or you die. When the last time you heard something about healthcare? Because I ain't heard nothing.
Other than them cutting all those programs because of the defunding this administration has done, I haven't heard anything.
what they're gonna do is force our hand. And remember, I said that before. Our hands will be forced, right? Our hands will be forced where we all got a digital ID and get all that shit that they talk about. Our hands will be forced. We won't have no other choice but to get with the program. But right now, man, I'm just looking at the world as like, it's hard for me to like. I want to be like this morally right person. Like I can't point the finger at nobody. Like I can't. Like I'm looking at our government, and you say, "Yo, this person did this to that person. This he wilded out. He did." I can't even point the finger at him. We got a whole government full of crooks. We got a whole government full of crooks that's willing to do anything, including knock off kids. I can't point the finger.
My grandma says 2 wrongs don't make a right.
It don't.
We still have a responsibility where if we see that the people who are supposed to be leading us, and this is in the world, in the church, and wherever sector that you're in, if the people that are leading you are not doing right, it does not mean that you have to not do right along with them. You still can.
I feel that. But check this out, LBs. I think I got a problem with every time I see somebody else getting judged, not saying they shouldn't be judged, right? I'm looking at a government that's out here doing what they want to do, and the American people, I'm talking about how many people in America? Billions? How many people in America? Yeah, somebody help me. The American people sitting around like we don't got a whole house full of crooks. Right? We got a whole house full of crooks. We got the whole goddamn government basically full of crooks. Then you got people like the Supreme Court, the people that's doing appeals for people that's sitting around innocent and all that stuff. Like everybody is like the crooks up the board, and you're like, yo, I don't see none of y'all getting charged. Why I'm gonna keep getting mad when everybody get charged with doing something in the hood? That's what America is. This is what America is, yo, and they set the system. The system don't apply to them, evidently. It don't apply to them. I just think that I'm gonna say it 1,000 times. I don't care if I gotta say it every day. That we need to wake up. We need to wake up, yo. Like the reality shows and all that shit is cool, but realize what's really going on in the world, man. These people might be about to extinct the whole earth. Like we sitting around acting like we don't see what's going on. These niggas don't know nothing about war. The people that know something about war, they sitting back, waiting for you to make the wrong move. They out here playing with people's lives, man. And then you allowing somebody. I'm trying to understand what right does Bill Gates, and I don't want to go crazy into politics, but what right does, he ain't even a politician, but what right does Bill Gates have to do the things that he's doing? mRNA in the food. mRNA in the food. He wants to block the sun. He part of the chemical spraying in the air for depopulation. I'm just trying to understand who gave him this authority? Yo, I don't know what it's gonna take, man. They say, let me see. They saying there's 8 million people on Earth, 8 billion people on planet Earth. And they saying that's entirely too much, and it needs to be like maybe 500 million or something like that, or maybe 5 billion.
And that may be true. But who are you to challenge God's plans? That's the audacity that gets me.
That's the shit that gets me too.
If you stop with all this extra stuff that y'all doing to make money, we'll probably have enough resources and earth for everybody.
Let me say this real quick too, LBs. With all the trillionaires and billionaires in the world, you don't think we got enough resources and money for everybody to be cool in the world? Like, how much money do you niggas need?
I'm talking about land, water.
Well,
if we stop all this pollution, if we stop all this geoengineering with the atmosphere that Bill Gates is doing, and other
we need to go take out 40 acres. We need to take out 40 acres.
All of that stuff.
Because it's obvious they're not giving it to us.
To have as many animals, not being able to have as many clean animals, clean vegetables, clean fruits, ground to grow it on.
Can you even trust the animals though nowadays? Can you even trust the animals nowadays? Who's telling what's they could be shooting these animals up with anything.
Oh, it's absolutely. They're shooting them up, but then
I'm looking at
what I said a couple of weeks ago. Do we even know what we're eating is real meat?
Somebody tell me this. Do anybody know if the eggs we eating is real eggs? Because the eggs is balling real crazy lately.
And they look funny.
They balling real crazy and they extra super soft, even if you try to ball them hard. The eggs ain't the same no more.
They bleached to all oblivion. They ain't
Could
even
you
got
imagine?
the same color no more.
I'm trying to understand Bill Gates' title. Like he is public enemy number one.
You would think
he's public enemy number one. Elon Musk is public enemy number one. Donald Trump, because he's being controlled, is public enemy number one. And I don't want to say the country. I ain't gonna say they public enemy number one, but we don't need to be allies with them.
Throw them on up there.
I've been asking for a long time. I don't know if nobody put it in the chat yet. Y'all can put it anywhere when it comes to me, man. Yeah, he said they poured it drinking water years ago. Hey, Keg Dog, this is what I'm saying. First of all, they're going to make us think. This is what they're going to make us think. Y'all know about the water shortage going on. Let's first make sure this. Everybody know about the water shortage that's going on? The water crisis. Y'all know we in a water crisis right now? It's a water crisis going on, and I bet we don't even know it. They're about to be selling us water. We ain't gonna have no goddamn water. Gonna be like gas. Who wants to put a vaccine in goddamn vegetables? Bill Gates is his name. In your meats. We can't trust none of this shit, man. We can't trust none of this shit. And I know this channel probably gonna get clipped eventually, yo, because I'm just sick of this shit. I don't want to get clipped. Let me just put that out there. But I know they gonna get sick of us because we the regular guys having some real goddamn conversation. I watch a lot of podcasts, yo, but what I notice is that don't nobody talk about shit like this, yo. The shit that's really going on. Hey, Kim, I'm glad you said that, right? This is my main stance every day. Every time we get on this show, right? I don't know what to do, right? I'm like caught between a rock and a hard place. I could go out here and be a crash out dummy, but I'm not one of them. I've never been one of them, right? If somebody tells me what I could possibly do, I don't care what it is. If I got to go to Washington, D.C., I'm going. I need somebody to tell me what I don't know what steps to take. I'm not into politics like that. I don't know what steps to take. I just know that our government looking at us as like public enemy number one. And that's the goals for everybody. That's why when we try to make this shit about race, and I be like, damn, people really ain't woke. This shit ain't about no race. This ain't about a particular color of person. When they say depopulation, they don't give a fuck who clonk out of this motherfucker. Long as it ain't none of my people. I don't know what to do, but whatever we do, we definitely need some options. We definitely need some options, Kim. I agree with you 1,000%, and I say that all the time. Like, we need to know, and it don't need to be no damn marching with no goddamn, what's them things you call the signs? What you call them? No signs, talk about no justice. No, we don't need none of that. We don't need none of that. Nah. We got to make our presence felt. And everybody say vote, vote, vote. And I'm like, what? Vote for who and for why? And no disrespect to nobody that votes. If you vote, do your thing. I'm not saying don't vote. Me personally, I'm not voting for nobody because I understand that they're both down with the same shit. And they both have the same agenda. Hey, it's crazy that you said Wichita, Kansas. I thought something about Detroit was about to come up there because the same thing going on in Detroit. We definitely got to bring some more people to the channel, V. We'll figure it out. Hopefully it pick up as we go on, man. But this is just real shit, yo. It's like we fear a lot of things in our community, right? But the people we should be fearing is our goddamn government. No, and it sounds crazy. That should sound crazy to me too. I used to believe everything the government say. Yeah, we got Saddam ass. We got him. So I realized what was really going on. And I had to find that out all late in life. Oh, we got Obama. And we like, got Obama. And you realize, damn, Obama ain't even, not Obama, Osama bin Laden. And you realize Osama bin Laden ain't even do what they goddamn said. What is going on here? I guess we like leave the past in the past. But when you start realizing all this shit, you like, yo, our government has got us as public enemy number one. Why else would they be spreading chemtrails in the air? Having us ingesting metals and shit all in our brain and like crazy shit going on. Want to put chips in your goddamn skin. All this shit you thought was bullshit, reading books and all these futuristic books, and they really doing this shit. They want to put the chip right where my barcode at, man.
I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, it ain't even about the government. It's about us as people. And we're not willing to make the sacrifices and the changes needed for each other. We've been divided for so long, so deeply, that we can't even fathom losing our job for the sake of the community. We can't even fathom, hey, I know they said go shoot down that plane, but let me say no because I don't feel like that's the right thing to do. Or let me say I'm not going to kill 25 people, just because you said they're in the way. Let me say I'm not going to do that because that's not the right thing to do. Taking orders and, following through with somebody's grand design. We got to start somewhere, and we got to start wherever we can right now, even with the water crisis. There's a lot of stuff we can do on our own to help with the water crisis. Stop throwing trash on the ground, people.
Hey, but LB, let me ask you a question.
Stop peeing in the water. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you think the water you drink come from?
Yeah.
Stop polluting the water. Stop going out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can clean up our own waterways. We can clean up, you know what I'm saying? We can put things in play.
LB, let me ask you a quick question. Mm-hmm. How old was you when you found out your government was terrorist?
Probably in my late 30s when I started paying attention.
I just wanted to make sure, it took me years and years to figure out, like, they must be telling us lies.
Well, up until then, I didn't care. right? I'm just steadily trying to make it, trying to figure out what I'm doing in my life, trying to make a living, have somewhere to stay, doing the basic necessities. I didn't have time to think about what the hell the government doing.
But soon as when our government sees a nation rising, right? Soon when they see a nation rising, right? They go right in. You think about Libya and, they go right in. Now we got to get Gaddafi out of office. He talk about America, Africa, let's currency over here and what they going to do. And he was the first one really talk about reparations for real.
I say it all the time, what woke me up, and people be like, really thinking, and I see them thinking. When I learned that Africa was more than people living in huts, I was like, these people lie. when I realized Africa was not everybody over there with flies on their mouth and they need food, they're starving. You know what I'm saying? When I learned that was not truly everywhere in Africa, and I realized how big Africa is, which is bigger than all other countries, they lied. So that started my process. That for me was a wake up, like, yo, we believed everything they said.
Yes, we did. Yes, we goddamn did.
We believed everything.
Because we used to say shit like African booty scratcher. That was like one of the main jokes in school, right? And you realize, like, hold up, man, they're my brothers and sisters, right? Like, what the hell is going on? I want to say to the diaspora and our brothers and sisters that's out in Africa, if you tapped in, right? I want to know the generals and the presidents and the people that's in charge that's compromised. Because I do understand that there's a lot of people also in Africa that have been compromised. Right? So I want to know that. Because I know in our whole government here in America, everybody's been compromised.
I'm
Congress,
sure they have money reaches
Supreme Court.
Everywhere. Everybody's reached by money for some reason.
I don't, and it seems like the agenda, you either go along or you out of here. Yeah, that's what it seemed like with Trump's agenda. If you either go along with the go along or you get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I hope they bring Pam Bondi up on charges like they talk about for not doing what she needed to do and take that stand. But I'm gonna let y'all hear and because I know I be talking depopulated, but
And actually, my prediction is in the benign scenario of the future that the robots we will actually make so many robots and AI that they will actually saturate all human needs. Meaning you won't be able to even think of something to ask the robot for at a certain point. Like there will be such an abundance of goods and services because my prediction is that there'll be more robots than people. So,
but how do you then have human purpose in that scenario?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing's perfect, but it is a necessary. Like you can't have both. You can't have work that has to be done and amazing abundance for all.
And then the big political and economic question of the 21st century will be, what do we need humans for? Or at least, what do we need so many humans for?
Do you have an answer in the book?
At present, the best guess we have is keep them happy with drugs and computer games.
And we call this the metaverse.
What you guys do in here?
Pretty much everything that you would do in the real world.
Or at least, what do we need so many humans for?
Would constitute a new useless class.
When I say that these are useless humans, it's not from the viewpoint of the mother, of the wife, of the son. Or at least, what do we need so many humans? Or at least, what do we need so many humans for?
First, we've got population. Now, the world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services. We could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
Or at least, what do we need so many humans for?
Forget the conspiracy. Listen to our government agencies. These guys are telling the truth. You know, there's no conspiracy here, folks. Just get your damn vaccine.
All right. Thank you, doctor.
Real quick. Real quick. Did y'all hear Bill Gates, though?
Mm-hmm.
We could lower that by 15, 20%.
If we do a really good job.
With the vaccines and everything else they got going on. So if that's not telling you you're under attack, I don't know. I'm not just trying to spread, as somebody told me off air before, I was fear mongering. I'm not trying to fear monger, yo, because if anything, I should be scared too. Right? I just want people to be aware of what's really going on, because I know we ain't sitting around watching these boring ass interviews and all that shit. Shit be boring. But it's a lot of stuff being said and being put on the book, right? And this depopulation shit, this shit gotta happen fast. Robots already here.
And there's a couple of key information people need to take away from watching this, what we just shared, right? Not only the Bill Gates concern, you know, with that Antichrist or whatever you want to call him, but also, look, technology can be good, but the level at which we sacrifice humanity for technology, we gotta rethink some things, right? Just to produce the chips that we had that started in our phones and things like that, that required a massive amount of resources, especially our water, for those plants to produce those chips in those phones. Now we're talking about data centers to power the AI technology that's needed for these robots and the capacity that they're trying to use them.
That's where our water
data
going.
centers are the biggest consumers of our fresh water sources. And you're talking about the water that's in these states, like, you know, out in the west, southwest, where there's already shortages, right? So they put those centers there that are draining those fresh water sources. They don't have their own sources. They don't have their own resources. They take from what we use. So if they're using millions of gallons of water every day in each of those data centers, and it's only going to get worse because what? People are going to want more robots.
Yep.
That's the big contributor to our water problems. But we can't do anything about it if people are not aware, so they can say no to these data centers being built in these states. People got to understand, just because we have a robot, yes, it looks nice, looks cool. I would love to have a robot to come and clean my house because I don't like doing it.
You sound like the grandmother in iRobot. You sound like the grandmother in iRobot, but when they programmed to do something totally different.
That's gonna be terrible. I already know. But I mean, we got to think about, you know, what we're trading for that. We're trading our water for this AI technology to exist.
And it's crazy that's what's really going on. This is not made up. You can look that up. That's exactly what's going on. Our water, this is why we're in a water crisis right now. They like, forget the human people. We're going to go ahead and finish doing what we're doing. We got a plan.
I mean, if you think about it, we got some form of robot in our everyday life anyway. It's just not in a form, right? Because we got the AI speakers, Google and Alexa. We got, you know, the robot vacuums roaming around, and we got, you know, the cell phones and computers and stuff, you know. So on some level, we're using technology, but when we're expanding and we're growing at a faster rate than what we can actually manage, that's where it starts affecting us and our resources to live on this earth. And we are making a sacrifice I don't think anybody's ready or committing to pay for someone else's gain.
Yeah, and it's crazy that you say that, Ohio. A question: who really wants robots? No one I know. I agree. Love by above. Listen, we don't have no control. This has all been part of their agenda for years and years and years and years, and they executing on it, right? Everything for Agenda 2025 is done. They just executing the plan. I mean, Project 2025. Agenda 2030, though, is in progress now, though. Like, they not playing, and they got the get down or lay down mentality.
They are in the 16th round of their chess match, and we're just waking up.
Just waking up. We just waking up. And I can't front that people are waking up, because I see a lot of people talking about some stuff. A lot of people are waking up, but to the extent I'm like, yo, we need to do something now, right? We need to let them know that we're aware of everything that y'all doing. And I don't see nobody taking that stance. I would take that stance, but I don't think that I'm ready mentally. I might lose it on these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be like that. I want to be able to explain it, articulate it properly. You know what I'm saying? Where they like, look who they got up here. So we need to override, unplug.
Carry the torch until somebody else comes along who can do it better. Listen, we got to start from somewhere. We got to stop this mentality of putting everything out there that has to be perfect. It doesn't. When they did revolutions, hey, somebody just stormed off and took the lead, and the rest of us followed. We got to do it imperfect until some way comes along that's a little
somebody find me a speech coach. Somebody find me a speech coach. I'm ready to take it to the streets, man. Take it in front of the White House. Wherever I gotta go, I'm ready to step up, man, because this is like getting out of hand. And I see we got a lot of activists that's moving around on violence and things that's going on in the communities. But this is a global thing that's happening. This is why Iran is taking the stance that they taking. I don't know if people know that.
Yeah.
This is one of the reasons they're taking the stance that they taking, because they want everything to pretty much be exposed. Enough is enough. Like, we ain't gonna let you keep doing this shit for years and years. They prepared for us for 40-something years.
They took a stand so the rest of them could follow suit. Now we got countries such as China speaking out.
Russia, Belarus.
Yeah. So somebody at some point in time, somebody has to take the lead. Somebody has to do it first.
Because this is when you got other countries and stuff saying that they kind of feel sorry for the American people, like that shit, like, yo, what the hell are you talking about?
Every country's saying that.
Like, they feel sorry for the American people, and I'm like, yo, what? And do your research, like, damn, yo, I would feel sorry for me too. Like, yo, they feeding us anything. They try to get us up out of here. Can't even harness rainwater. It's laws saying we can't. Yo, we can't, and they cloud seeding. Yeah, they've been doing that for the longest, man, creating weather. That's why I said what I said about Katrina earlier. Right? We can look at all this stuff like, hey, man, the way they playing, man, when you think about the storm they had in Jamaica and all that stuff. Remember what I said about Jamaica? They down with the Project 2025. They down with the digital currency thing going on. They part of what's going on. Whoever the head nigga in charge down there in Jamaica, y'all need to get him out of office because he down with it. That's why I ain't gonna say. Yeah.
Now you speak on that. I wanted anybody to tell me, do you know who Moses West is?
Moses West, no, but I can look him up. Who is he?
Moses West created a machine, an atmospheric weather generation machine that extracts.
Is that DARPA?
Nope. It extracts clean drinking water from air. This came out years ago.
Is he still around? Let me ask that. Nobody know where he at. I think the same thing is going to happen to the guy that does the plastiline. He makes the gas out of plastic. And nobody don't want to deal with him because they saying it's too dangerous. Like, it's too dangerous. You're going up against the gas corporations. I don't want nothing to do with that. He hid out and everything, but I believe it's alternatives to everything, right? We know the CIA. I don't know if y'all know that. Did y'all know the CIA hid the cure for cancer in the drawer since 1970 something? I know I played that on this show before, but y'all could go back and I don't even know what episode it was, but the stuff that you see all these countries, cancer, oh, they cure cancer, cure cancer, cure cancer, cure cancer. How long they probably had the cure for cancer? And they just
didn't have
used
the cure for cancer.
And this is what I'm saying.
Decades.
So think about how many families been ruined by cancer, right? How many people you had to go get radiation to make them worse off than what they was. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with radiation. Radiation may have helped some people. A lot of people I know get radiation. They might seem well for a little while, but not long. Ohio said he was murdered. And I don't put that past our government. I don't put that past our government. Look at Tesla. When Tesla said, yo, I could create energy and lights for the whole world. Tesla ended up missing and all his documents and all his patents is gone. We need to get back to knowing how to somebody said, where did you get your PhD? American redneck.
What is I don't have PhD.
I don't have no PhD, my brother.
What is a PhD? Just because you got a title don't mean you know anything either.
I don't have no PhD. I got a good sense of awareness.
To the educated.
I have a good sense of awareness and a good sense of being able to read and understand what I'm reading. Right? But I definitely don't have no PhD. But I want you to think about this, being that you said where I get my PhD. I see it say American redneck. I don't want no problems on here.
Pimping. Oh my goodness.
I don't want no problems on here, American redneck, because I ain't got no problems with you. You heard me? I ain't got no problems with no rednecks either. Right? But I want you to understand that the rednecks are also under attack. Right? We could think this is about black, white, and I'm not saying that's what you're saying. Because I'm not saying that's what you're saying at all. But I want us to understand this shit is not about black and white.
Oh.
This is about richer and poorer.
Right. Because if
it's
we
not
ever
about
all
black
band together, we would make the changes they don't want us to make.
Right. Right. And I like to see the people that's getting the acres of land, building communities and growing their own foods and getting their seeds however they getting them. Hopefully it ain't from America. But
yeah.
I like to see that because I think that's the route where this is kind of going. I think it's gonna be a route. I think it's gonna be people that that's gonna decide to go off the grid. Once this shit really take place, how it's gonna take place, it's gonna decide to go off the grid, live off the land. But it's tricky when you think this is 2026. Why are we doing this? Robots coming to take over. I gotta own a robot to be able to make money. How am I gonna be able to make money if the robot's gonna have the jobs? I would have to own a robot to make money. I need to know these things. I want y'all to hear this real quick.
The elites are talking about a mass depopulation. Could it be another pandemic, or is it a nuclear threat?
6 out of 7, dead and gone. The system did them wrong. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. Why do you have all these kids saying 6, 7, 6, 7? Oh, is that something sexual? Is that something this? Is that something this? Is whatever it is, the devil has them all singing 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. So we put out a nice sobat and a nice video that Maulana Sheikh would teach that 6 out of 7 they're going to try to kill. They don't want, this carbon and green, and the biggest carbon that they're trying to get rid of, me and you, because we're carbon creation. So You're the hunted. They don't want humans on this earth. They don't want the resources for humans. They have open things. Georgia Guidestone, there's not Muslim people doing that. The Georgia Guidestone is Western people, and it said that 500 million is the perfect number of people to be living on this earth. But there's 7 to 8 billion. So what happened to the rest? When you understand that and you believe that, then I would take everything with a grain of salt. Oh, they want to give you this shot so that you can be healthier. 6 out of 7, 6 out of 7. I don't think that shot's meant for me to be healthier.
The elites are.
I am not gonna lie. I am taking that approach. 6 out of 7. 6 out of 7. And it's crazy because shout out to the Philly rapper Skrilla. He got a song called 6-7. That's where the kids out here saying 6-7. But from my understanding, it's like a devil chant or devil something.
No, it has something to do with code, violent code.
It's crazy that he's out here singing that song, and all the kids are singing it, but I'm like, I don't even really know who he is like that. But he got a fan base. He's underground. He ain't have no mainstream hits or none of that. But I know he came out with the song 6-7. I just actually seen that about this weekend too, probably like Friday, 6-7. And I said, shit, I don't know what that's talking about. Then this guy started talking about 6-7. 6-7. But I think, wake up, people. Wake up, yo. Because I mean, not only did I have to, I didn't have to. Not only did I wake up though, like I'm really looking into this shit, like yo, because it interests me, but I'm trying to see how far back all this stuff goes. How far back all this stuff goes. You know, we talked about autism on here before. And I was saying that I didn't think autism was like a natural thing that happens. Right? People said, nah, it's been going on for centuries and centuries. And then you get Robert Kennedy up here and he says something about autism and it coming from vaccines. And y'all see now recently, now they done took some vaccines away, right? Now you don't have to take as many vaccines since he came out and said that shit. But I was saying that from the rip, like, yo, when I was coming up, I ain't seen no kids in my school with autism. I didn't know no kids really that had autism. Not saying that it's not nothing that's from the beginning. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying from my observing and seeing in my lifetime, I didn't know that many people with autism. Now you look around, you could tell kids that have autism. And you're like, yo, I never saw this shit this crazy. But when you find out, and if you find out your government is responsible, can we bring the government up on charges? I'm asking the people. Somebody tell me, can we bring the government up on charges? Because we need to get a, what you call it? We need to what you call it, a class action lawsuit against the government.
We can, but it has to be from the states. Like you can or I can't, but it has to be like a state versus federal.
Like North Carolina versus the federal government, the U.S. government. Yeah. So they got their shit together. You see, they got their stuff together, LBs. Like we trying to figure out a way where we could come at them without being hostile or.
Well, that's it. They've been playing that 12 level of chess, and we just waking up. So we got a lot of catching up to do.
Well, the continent. Thanks for correcting me. You're right, 100%. A continent, and they are messed up in Africa because, like I said, a lot of their leaders are compromised. They compromise. They more focus on the money than they focus on the people. Just same shit that's going on here. They more focus on being wealthy than their citizens being I look at some of these countries and they super poor, especially Africa, and the person that's running the country is super wealthy, billionaire, trillion. You're like, yo, what are you doing for the people for real?
Like I said, some countries in Africa, not all of them are.
Not all of them. Some of them crazy wealthy,
and it's not a lot of them that are super poor. It's just that they're more, what do you say, rural, I guess. So they don't have like a lot of structured government on a lot of the land because it's just, really nothing else out there. But I don't know. Everywhere is corrupt by money. This is the world. Money rules, right? Where can you go in some type of leadership where money doesn't influence the decision making?
You know what I realized? Like, people gonna be violent, right? But the most violence I see is when we doing stuff like this, going to war and shit like that, right? I think the world could be so peaceful if everybody was getting money, right? No wars. I think nobody should have no nuclear weapons, right? USA running around like they the king of the world. You won't have nuclear weapons. Oh, we're gonna start a war. You don't get with our program, but you got nuclear weapons. It need to be somebody over everybody that facilitate. Like, people tired of America, man. They tired of us. They tired of us. I'm tired of us, for real. It's like, what the hell? We done did so much damage, man. When you look at, and I'm not saying we did this, but when you look at shit like these war-riddled countries, and you see the damage, the buildings, the chaos, everything that's going on, people in shelter, not even shelters and tents and shit like that, it make you say, God damn, if that ever happened on American soil, what would we do? And we delusional to think that it can't happen on American soil, because it can. My bad, LB. Because it can happen on American soil. Right? But it's just like, damn. Come on, man. They so tired. They saying stuff like this, man. Donald Trump showed the world that the U.S. is not that powerful. If the Americans couldn't handle Iran, then they should not mess with China. They will never be able to deal with that kind of power. I just think that, like I said, man, I think that we the people, we the American people, need to have our voices heard. And I don't think it's like, it could be one person to step up and start taking the charge, but I think we all need to get out and about. I'm saying out and about. Let me take that back. Because out and about might not be the key. We need to figure out something. We need to come with a master plan. Somebody send people that got like to talk about this type of stuff and come with master plans and some type of ideas of what we need to be doing. Send them over here or send me to where they at. At somebody in the comments and let me know who they are so I could be, trying to get down with them and see what's going on, man. Because I'm going to say this shit. If we don't do something, should I be saying do something? Because that sound like I'm provoking. Do that sound like I'm egging y'all on? If we don't do something. So I'm saying, all right, if we don't do something, we're going to feel like once it's done, we're going to feel like, I don't want to say like slavery because we don't know how that feel. But we're going to feel like we don't have control of nothing. Nothing's going to be the same. Nothing will be the same once all this stuff transpires. By the time Trump out of office, everything that they trying to do for this agenda 2025 will be complete. And for Project 2025, and everything for Agenda 2030 would be pretty much on the road. But they keep calling him the last president. I don't know why.
Because that's the plan.
That may be the plan, but being that they saying that could be the end of what's some things that could end the world? What's some things that could end the world?
Nuclear bombs definitely can end the world.
I think, like, if they're coming from mass places, numerous places or whatever, right?
You don't even really have to. I mean, the devastation a nuclear bomb in the wrong spot can cause on the rest of the world is astronomical.
And see, that's how I think, right? Because he keeps sending these threats. This the last time, so he's supposed to be about to attack Iran again if they don't agree to terms. So he about to attack them again. They tired of talking. They keep clowning him, but it's not really the war that I'm really worried about. Like, even though I think it's a BS war, what I'm worried about is what's going on here on American soil. And I don't hear nothing. I don't know if they blocking the news out. I see social media, little people saying stuff, but I don't hear no people, no large voices. Like Farrakhan wouldn't have been able to be silenced around this time. If he wasn't so old, Farrakhan would be going crazy. And he probably going crazy. But I don't hear no huge figure that's stepping up and like, yo, do y'all understand what's going on? It seemed like the rich getting wealthy, and then you got these entertainers, you see everybody on tour. It seemed like they were worried about their bag, like they know something coming on. Everybody going on tour. Like, I got to get this money fast before this shit go down. I don't know. Just my assessment. I just think this shit crazy. And I know, and I'm looking at the time, and I'm realizing we ain't even really talk about none of the stuff we had in the title. But it's all right because this shit is more important. I really just be using the titles to try to draw people in anyway. Right? But we do got all that stuff up here, but that's not the main goal. The main goal is to wake the American people up and start paying attention to what's going on. Pay attention to what's going on in your section, your sections, or where you from, or your sector, or whatever you want to call it, where you from, and pay attention to the world. Because this shit is on a global level. They attacking everything right now. Everything is happening all over. And here on American soil, like the man said, we are the targets. We are the prey. I believe we the prey. I believe that we have been the prey for a long time. We keep the system going. If we didn't get in no trouble, if we didn't take their medicines, if we certain shit, if we didn't do it, a lot of these companies would be what? Fucked up. You know how much money they make on the jail system every year? How much money they make through pharmaceuticals every year? They don't even want to give you cures because they want you dependent on medicine. They give you the opioids in the hospital, then say it's an opioid problem. You gave people the problem to begin with.
Like I said, I mean, we can point the finger at who exposed you, but it doesn't mean that you had to partake. So there's still some.
If I'm in a hospital, I could tell you a situation. If I'm in a hospital and I got a surgery or something, they first start with morphine. They shooting you up with morphine. That's already you getting higher dose than heroin. So you getting the same drug, but a higher dose than heroin, right? You become dependent, and now they giving you Percocets, 30s, right? Now you build an addiction. Whose fault is that? That's mine? Because that's what you chose to give me for pain?
So when you're out of pain and you're still taking it, whose fault?
You're addicted now. You're already addicted. Once the pain over, you're addicted.
There's help for addiction.
Hey man, I need the American people to help LBZ understand the life of addiction. Help LBZ know the life of addiction. It ain't all that simple. If you go out to
I
Philly,
didn't say it was simple. It
you-
may sound like I'm trying to say it's simple. I apologize if it does. I could truly do. Because I
once
just
a
don't
person-
want it to sound like we're never giving, putting the accountability on the person also. I understand you've been exposed to a certain set of circumstances, right, that affect you. I also understand that there is an avenue that you can seek help from. That's all. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it sound like that.
No, I get what you were saying. I was just making a joke for real. But what I do want to say about that is that though, that addiction is a disease. Right. I learned that from my mom's being in the rooms, going to the rooms and going to meetings with her sometimes. So I used to sit around and listen. Right. That it's an addiction is
It's a struggle.
is a disease.
Mhm.
And a lot of times with this disease and how people get addicted, like we talk about the opioids and the pills and stuff right now, is that it's other alternatives. They choose this alternative for what? They want people to depend on these drugs. That's how they making their money.
Yeah.
That's how they making their money. That's why they want to dose you up with Xanax and all this other stuff. They want to dose you up with Percocets and oxycodone. Like, this is why they want to dose you up.
Yeah.
Now we realize that let's lay off the pain meds. I don't need no pain meds. I suffer in pain. If you ain't got no alternative other than some opioids, I don't want it.
Yeah, some people do that now. A lot of people do that. But in some cases, I can imagine everybody ain't built for that level of pain. So
Hey,
some
Frank,
pain, I can't even imagine what it feels like because I've never had, an extreme amount of pain where I had to be medicated for.
Hey,
so I
hey.
can't even imagine what that would feel like.
Hey, Frank Rice, I think you said this wrong, bro. You forgot rest in.
Oh my gosh, people.
You forgot rest in. We don't promote snitches over here.
Don't start it, Frank. Is that Frank Rika?
Mr.
But
J.
yeah.
Hey, where you get your information from? Mr. J? Why have we been I played a video the other day. Everybody that dropped bombs did it better than your president that's doing it now. And you said Iran losing 400 million a day? Dog, you are completely where you get your news from? CNN? NBC? Nah, you gotta go get some overseas news, bro. They far from losing, brother. Like America dropping bombs.
Ain't over yet.
America dropping bombs and all that other shit, but why you think they invaded? Ain't invaded or do nothing yet. What we think this they selling gas to China and Russia. What you mean?
Exactly.
China rolled right through the.
That's beef. They sell it to everybody else.
Yo,
But
they just
the
not dealing
US
with us.
Exactly.
Yo, they rolled China. They got a video. Go look up the video. Trump said, we shutting down the Strait of Hormuz. We gonna block it off. Within 10 minutes, China ships came up out of there. They ain't do nothing, man. China already told America, you ain't interfering with our money, bro. Like, we confused. Like, don't get confused about this military that we have. And I'm not saying the military. I'm just saying, don't get confused by our government and what they telling you. We're winning. We're winning. The war's won. Then why you keep sending all these demands if the war won? Everything should fall in place. It ain't fall in place yet. They open the strait, shut it down. Open it, shut it down. That's because we don't have no control. Yo, we past time again. Y'all always get us past time. I ain't gonna lie. But you know,
I think that's just one of us.
It might be me. It might be me. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we dealing with this type of stuff, because this shit's so real that I'm ready to hibernate like a bear. I'm ready to hibernate like a bear, get my own, grow my own foods, do everything. Like, I'm tired of this shit. It won't kill me out here, man. Listen, man, we love y'all, man. I'm Immortal EMS, man. The Have Nots mascot, man. Appreciate everybody that tuned in today, man. If you're not a subscriber, man, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Like, share, leave a comment, hit them notifications because you never know when we going live. We usually 9 a.m. every morning, but sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. We got a lot of things going on, so be patient with us, you heard? Tomorrow, man, Truthful Tuesday, man, make sure y'all here. Tune in, man. You know we're going to have something on this guy Trump, man, this orange guy. I hope he go ahead and croak already. 100. Love y'all.
Y'all, LB's here holding down for the ladies on the Band of Brothers Morning Show. Thank y'all for joining us for this conversation. Like I said, we're here Monday through Friday. Come back and join us. Make sure that you like the video, everybody, when you're coming in. Subscribe and share. Keep coming back to join us. Let us know that you care to keep us on the air. Send a few dollars here and there if you can. We definitely would appreciate it tremendously. I bid you guys well on your day. Remember that existence is automatic and purpose is chosen.
Hey, see, you got guys like Kung Fu. I'm going to say this real quick. You know, we invite all bitch ass niggas to jump on here, right? Because this is the realest shit you're going to get in your life. But Kung Fu, don't make me kick your ass. 100.
Can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm about halfway through it, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about 3 steps folding. Naturally, you gotta come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you. I am the